What's up, YouTube? Garage video. Been a minute. Haven't had a garage video in a while. I know you've already watched other videos like this. You've watched like, hey, look what you get plastics. But since you're in the market, you think about buying one of these, if you're anything like me, you'll keep watching the same video over and over again as you get pumped up. 2022, Sherco SE Factory Edition. I'm in love. I'm in love. Let's check this thing out. Let's look at a bike, look at some goodies that you get, and let's do it. Let's look at this. All right, first and foremost, what do you get that you might not get on another brand, just bike-wise? We'll start from the front of the bike here, okay? Boom. You got some Michelin Enduro mediums on here, decent tire, probably an intermediate type compound here. We'll see. We'll run them till their knobs fall off. Okay, Abba, what more can you say? Now these, I know the new Beta Double R race editions come with these. These are valve totally different. They feel better. They feel better to me. Oh my God, a fan, bro? You get a fan? Factory fan. You're riding around, a lot of slow technical stuff, it's gnarly, it's hot. You need a fan. It's amazing that bikes don't come with fans, especially TPIs that run lean and they're hot. No fan. Thank you, Sherco, for that. Don't know what that's made out of. Gold Series, FMF, gnarly edition. So you get a pipe, big, thick, gnarly pipe. That should hold up to some wear a little bit. So along with this gnarly pipe, I haven't really looked at the pipes on the newer KTMs, but they always hung low. This one probably hangs an inch lower than a Beta. Betas are really tucked up nice. This, not quite to that level as far as where the pipe kind of bellies down here in the front. You know, there's probably a little bit more chance of mashing that up a little bit. It's not hanging below the frame like some of the older KTMs. Got your flag handguards. Obviously they're integrated into the lever system here, so probably not the best, but you know what, we'll take it. We'll take it. That's like low level cool thing you get. Decent throw in this throttle, quarter turn, boom, full power. This is the first bike I've had, first two-stroke I've had. In fact, first bike in a long ever that I've had that wasn't a domino throttle. So this is not that, but that's okay. Integrated into your throttle system is your start button. And then you got your map switch right here. Apparently this supposedly does a lot, like a map switch on a bike that actually works. Not my favorite grips in the world, they're kind of pokey. I like something a little softer. Not lock-on grips, these things will twist right off, just saying. Graphics inlaid, so those aren't coming off. If you're somebody that hates graphics, you can't peel those off. Some of these do peel off, this will peel off. If you're not into graphics, you can yank all these off. These all come off. A lot of graphics on this bike. If you hate graphics, man, I don't know, it's not the bike for you. Selle delle Valle seat, pretty nice. Far more comfortable than the Beta seat, I can tell you that much out the box. Big old fat 140, Michelin Enduro medium, 140/80 on the back. Black Excel rims, beautiful. Nice Brembo brakes, solid brake rotor. Look at this. This is a nice looking rear sprocket. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. It's got that Dirt Tricks look to it. It's pretty sweet. You got this thing. About the first thing to take off this bike or leave it on and let it break after about a minute. Great seat system on these Shercos. Boom, off. Got a little honey bun holder spot up in here. Air filter. It's not super difficult to get to. If you look down in there real close, the battery is underneath the air filter. You might think that's kind of a pain in the ass, and it may be, but just having as much weight as possible sitting down low is good. Really makes the bike feel a lot lighter. Very cool system, super easy, one-handed. Oh my God, you could actually get to this to adjust it. That's crazy. I want to say 2 3/4 gallon tank. What's nice is even down here, a lot of your gas is sitting lower center of gravity. This bike is super comfortable. A lot of people complain about the small cockpit. I'm not a big guy, 5'9". It feels perfect to me. I love it. It does have a trialsy feel, for sure. There's no doubt about it. This is an interesting plastic. It does concern me a little bit, like this, how flexible this truly is. Non-spark arrestor exhaust. I need a spark arrestor. I don't want one though, because this thing is so quiet. This bike is so quiet. It's It's kind of nice. What am I missing? Oh, this bike is weird, right? Electronic power valve. It's an electronic power valve. It's controlled by the ECU. What you get with that, linear power, which maybe doesn't make for the most exciting bike in the world, but it makes for a very easy bike to ride. Very tractable, very deliberate, very predictable. Like, I have an expectation of what this is gonna do when I ride it. It's kind of nice. Obviously, Kean, best carb on the planet ever made. Again, I don't know what I did this. You get a skid plate. I know the betas come with a little plastic skid plate. So, I mean, if you're kind of buying this and you're then saving some of the money you spent to buy another skid plate, this will do for a little bit. It needs beaver tail to cover up the linkage back here, would be my only gripe. And I'll replace it with a thicker AXP with a little beaver tail on the back of it. You really get a lot of cool stuff with this bike. Foot pegs, definitely flat. I'm gonna ride them. I'm gonna go back to flat foot pegs, see how it feels. I'm gonna try to keep this thing mostly stock for a little bit and then change it as I see fit. I'm not kicking down the door to try to replace these foot pegs. They're pretty beefy. I think you get used to flat foot pegs pretty quick. I'm not real tall. I have no reason to move them down or back. I don't really care if they're canted, to be honest with you. I don't need them to be up. I don't think. I may change my mind, we'll see. But we're gonna run them stock for a little bit. Can't forget about this clutch here, 9mm master. A lot more bikes are coming with a 9 mils. Changes the engagement point a little bit. It's a little bit further back. I think a lot of people kind of find easier. You're not dumping the clutch quite as much. I think it's a little easier to, say, pop the wheel up or, you know, pivot turns and such like that. But it also, more importantly, kind of makes it easier to pull the clutch. This is a stiff clutch. I'd put it right at pre-2022 beta, maybe even more. Yeah, it's something we're gonna have to get used to. Obviously, you could always slap a Midwest lever on here or perhaps shim out the screws. KTM springs, there's lots of different options for that. Well, I guess time will tell. Let's see how wore out my hands get on a real technical ride. But that's kind of the first look of the bike itself. I'm sure I'm missing something. I'm super sorry about that. But, so whenever you get a new bike, you're gonna get a little box of goodies that come along with it. You're gonna get your jets. It's pretty typical. Jets for different elevations. A hard copy of the manual. That's nice. All you KTM owners out there. What is this? What is this? Now, as we said before, the Flagstyle handguards are integrated into the brake system, just like the KTM's, Huskies, gases, what have you. But while all you guys are like cutting those things off and using the plastic thing as a nut for the bolt, Sherco gives you replacement bolts. So that if you take those flag guards off and you want to throw on some wraparounds, boom. And then you get the rubber guards for the controls. That's nice, huh? It's not bad. What else we got? What? New spark plug. These things are jetted so rich, you're probably gonna follow spark plug out. So they give you another one. Put that under your seat and get nuts. Get a little tool bag. It's not too bad. Check that out. Now, if you're riding in the woods, you may already have a nice little tool bag, nice little tool set. This is gonna come with at least some of the stuff to kind of get you moving. Change spark plugs out, etc., etc. Pull the plastics off. So that's nice, you get a little toolkit. You know, you could use some of these if you want to. It's nice to get that. This is kind of an intro video. I've got a gang of protection parts to put on this thing, and we'll probably do like a little build series, like taking a new bike and just kind of kitting it up so that you're not destroying it the first time you play on rocks with it. So we'll do a build series on some of the stuff I chose to use. This thing is so pretty right now, I don't even want to ride it. If you look at the condition of my 2017 Beta 300, it's seen a fair amount of usage, and it's hard to imagine that that's the same thing is going to happen to this beautiful bike. It doesn't deserve it, or maybe it does. That is its job, right? So, but we'll try to protect it the best we can. Thanks for hanging out with me on this first look of the 2022 Sherco SE Factory Edition. I appreciate it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. I will create a playlist after this video concerning how I build this out for, quote, hard plush enduro. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.